assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Unexpected Podcast. We've been gone a while. It's your girl, KP, the voice of perspective.
And I'm Reese Boogie, the handsome one. You know, this is episode 10.
10, big baby.
Yes, sir. We've been gone for a while, but we back. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be shooting again. What's been going on since we've been gone?
Man, it's been about a month and change?
It's been a while. It's been about 3 weeks at the most.
The summertime is out. It's time. It's knees out and buns out everywhere.
Hoochie Daddy short.
I'm like, what is going on? People wearing less and less clothes. I saw this girl coming to Target with basically some underwear on. I was like, this is not Walmart, okay? Like,
I should have been in Target.
But yeah, the sun's out, buns out, and knees out. So
yeah. I mean, my 3 weeks though, it's been cool. It's been like a life-changing situation for me. So, you know, I've been going through a situation with my job. You know what I'm saying? I ain't currently there no more. So, you know what I'm saying? I done transitioned to entrepreneurship and doing that type of stuff. So everything is looking up for me right now. So, you know, I'm in a good place. So
look, so you fired your job.
No, yeah.
That's what they call it when you go into entrepreneurship and stuff like that. So
yes, I know it's gonna be kind of, you know, tough. Everybody say the road to entrepreneurship is a tough one, but you know, I'm willing to go through, especially at this age and what I know and the people I know, the contacts and the networking and everything I got going on. So I think it's gonna be beautiful for me. Yeah,
because if you think about it, we had past conversations about your job and how they gave you a pen for your 15 years.
Right. That's disrespectful.
15 years, a little bitty pen that you could barely see.
I know what that remind me of though. It just happened where the dude was there 27 years. He ain't missed a day of work, and they gave him a bag full of shit.
Wait, what?
Well, what? Like not literally shit, but he worked at a fast food restaurant, and he never missed a day of work in 27 years. They came in, and they gave him like a bag full of like toiletry gifts,
like probably free stuff.
It was like candy, gum, you know what I'm saying? Like little things like that. So somebody seen that story and started a GoFundMe for him. And they raised over $200,000 and they brought him on a TV show and gave him $200,000.
I know that's right.
So, yeah.
It's like how you devoted that much and then you just get
never missed a day.
Travel stuff that probably was free.
Right. I wish I would have took notes of everything was in the bag. And he just looked so disappointed every time he pulled something out. It wasn't even a big bag. It was a small bag with like little toiletry shit. And he was giving it to him.
Well, shout out to y'all that's firing y'all jobs like that don't appreciate y'all. And shout out to Blake, because I know that's your slogan, fire your job. Right. But what's been going on this week? I've been seeing a lot of hot topics trending.
Right. Well, I know the main one though is the baby mama was mad at the baby father for bringing over the McDonald's for his child, and she had 3 other kids, which is, you know, that's a up and down story, you know, that I can talk about. So
I see a lot of controversy on that topic because I think people are emotionally driven by their responses. But the reality of the situation is that he has one child.
Right.
And that is his obligation
to make sure his
child is straight. However, I'm not saying that it was wrong or right, you know, because I feel like people do exactly what they feel, and then there are consequences for what they choose to do.
Right.
But I feel as though he was not obligated to feed the rest of the children. However, that could have been a mere conversation. Like when he pulled up with the Mickey D's bag.
She had bad intentions from the jump though.
Exactly.
She didn't have her phone ready.
For one, how you recording the conversation, like this is showing your character as well. You pointing the camera at him, but we're understanding the meaning behind you pulling out a phone to record. Like, oh, basically he ain't shit. That's what you're trying to show the world. But you have 4 children.
Right.
By multiple men.
Right.
And you're talking about how he should have provided for all of your children.
Right.
You have some things going on with you, but they should have had a conversation. If he would have had you pulled up with one bag, she could have easily said, hey, I appreciate it. Can you do me a favor and go to Little Caesars and get a hot and ready that's $5
whatever
so that everybody can eat? And most men are understandable. Like they will understand
nobody
stuff like
wants,
that.
especially if he got kids. Nobody want nobody want to see kids hungry or kids
Right.
starve. But then again, on top of that, we don't know the dude finances either.
Right.
We don't know what he going through. He probably only had enough that day to afford his child something to eat. So he want to spend time with his kid. So he said, well, let me bring my kid something to eat. Cause she said she came back and she made another video trying to defend herself about recording him. And she was like, well, he knew I had 3 other kids when he got with me because that's her last kid.
Right.
Which I'm pretty sure he did something for them other kids when he was that in. But the situation have changed and she might be a little bitter and holding on to that situation too.
Yes.
And that's why I think.
And entitled. Like.
Right. But if that's the case, she probably living, she probably ain't got no job herself though.
Yeah.
'Cause I think in the video she even said like, my food stamps ain't hit yet. Yeah, don't hit to the 7th and this and that. So that means she living on welfare. So she probably depending on baby daddies. She probably the 11th. Yeah,
Okay.
she probably depending on baby daddies though, and you know stuff to come through so she can live and eat. So you know,
because at the end of the day,
my thing go in the kitchen and cook. I don't give a damn.
Exactly.
If you got.
But if you think about it, like, okay, she talking about food stamps. All of those children that live with you count in those food stamps. And I used to be an eligibility specialist. So
I thought you were about to say I used to get them food stamps.
No, I determined food stamps for people. So I know at least for those children, not including her, she gets $200 per kid minimum.
She had $800 for sure.
She get $800 for sure. So what are you doing with that money?
Selling them.
Exactly. So there's some mismanagement of funds. There's lack of communication. There's a lot of things that could have happened to alleviate that situation so that those kids could have eaten. Instead of making it this huge ordeal when it's not even his responsibility.
I'm pretty sure the dude had done something. She probably was going through something that day. He probably pissed off the day before. She was like, I'm about to blast this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that to where they probably ain't, because if that's her last boyfriend, because that's the last child they had, something is there still probably with her and him. So she probably just wanted to try to front him and make him look bad, but the internet killed her. Yeah. So it basically made her look terrible. Yeah. And she even tried to put him out like that because he, like you say, he got one responsibility, take care of his kids. Me personally, McDonald's is pretty high. You know, everybody know, even Happy Meals.
They got summer deals and stuff.
But it's still going to be $5 or more.
Yeah.
Like you say, Little Caesars, hot and ready, $5.
And it could have fed everybody.
Yeah, everybody could have got
that's something you communicate.
Right.
On top of that, what was that conversation that y'all had to let him know that his child was hungry? Right. Like, did you just tell him, oh, we don't have no food and your son over here come bring us some food? Because that's what he did.
I don't think they had a conversation about the food. I think it was his time to see the child. I think that was his way of probably saying, I'm finna come see my boy or whatever the case may be. And he brought him some food so they could spend time together.
It could be.
Yeah, so.
But I mean, I understand as a woman, just as a adult, you don't want any children to be hungry. But what was wrong with her allowing that child that time with his father?
Well, I don't know the backdrop story behind it. I don't know if he was still able to see the child or did she make him leave?
No, I'm talking about like even with the food.
Oh.
They could have played that off as some visitation. Like he could have took him to the park and they could have ate together. Like whatever. I think
the nigga said that though. Like, let me eat my shit. Let me take him to the car. Let me eat in the car then.
That's an easy request. Right. Why is that so hard? You stuck on the rest of your kids, but you're taking food out of one kid's mouth because you mismanaged your money to feed.
I don't even know if the other kids was hungry. I think it was just her. You know what I'm saying? And she was just mad he brought one meal. I don't know. I don't understand it. I think it should have been, I know a lot of people make jokes about a lot of things. Yeah. A lot of people laughed at it. A lot of people talked about it. But I just hope that was a lesson learned to some of these women out here with multiple kids.
I think it should be a lesson learned. A lot of lessons learned. Like
I think the men took notes too, because even me, I think I'm a genuine person, so I feel like if, like I say, McDonald's is pretty high. So if I know I'm taking food around kids, I want all the kids to eat. So I'm always trying to make sure that even if I'm bringing him something, I'm gonna bring everybody else something. But like I say, I don't know Buddy finances,
right? So
I don't know what Buddy going through. Buddy probably was having a tough day. He down there walked to the house like he was stressed out already.
Right.
Right. Right. So he probably just needed his kid to get him some joy in his life. And she stripped that when he hit the door. So she stressed my dude out. All he want to do is spend time with his son. Quit stressing those niggas out.
I think it's a lot to say about that situation just because it's important to choose wisely your children's parents. And we'll talk about that, like characteristics to avoid later in the show. Right. We're going to go down like tip for tat and see like if we could build a list of characteristics that people should avoid when choosing their significant child's other, parent.
Mother.
Or father.
Or father. Right.
But there was another trending topic about, is $900 enough child support per month for one child? I have a couple of thoughts. Of course, it depends on a lot of things, where you're living, the cost of living, the salaries of both parents, all of that. However, if we think about a child, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on you. You talking about the living and all that type of stuff. I don't give a damn where you living and where you staying. His obligation, like let's just go back to the food. The child support is the father taking care of the child. No child should need that amount of money a month. Not unless you taking care of, like, at an early age, like daycare. I know daycare is expensive. Daycare, food, and all that. But if we just talking about the child, $900 is still enough a month to take care of a child. So when you start talking about more, let me finish one more time. When you talk about more, it's about it becomes more of what the woman want and her lifestyle and her nails, her hair, her rent, her gas, her this and that, which child support can go towards gas too, because you got to carry the baby around. You got to take him to daycare. You got to take him to school. You got to do whatever you got to do. So I think gas
very
is
minimal.
Gas is not this time. Gas.
Well, not right now.
I damn ain't come to the. I ain't almost come to the shoot, man. Gas so goddamn hot. But nah. So yeah, I think when it's anything that's dealing with the kid, it's like having a small business. Anything that you're doing for your business, you can use it as a tax write-off. So I think anything that the child support can come to help the kid, then I think that should go towards the kid, even if it's food in the house. So
I agree.
Some people got expensive taste.
I will say, like, it depends on when your child support deposit or check hits, because a lot of people use that money as reimbursement for what they've already spent, right? And they can use it for whatever. However, I 100% agree with you in regards to like child support. A child is not costing $900 a month. Let me rephrase that. It's not costing $1,800 a month, because the way the courts decide what you're obligated to pay in child support is what the child, like how much money the child will need in order to support them, and split it in half. Right. That half is what the obligator is required to pay. Yeah. I think a lot of times the residential parent becomes entitled to say, just because this child is living with me, you should assume all responsibilities as far as finances go. And that's not realistic, because the child has to live with somebody if y'all not together. At the end of the day, the residential parent would have had to pay rent, would have had to pay groceries, would have had to pay electricity, even if the child was not a factor. Right. They have to support themselves. And so when it comes down to child support and divvying up how much that child costs, unless that child has special needs, unless that child is in private school or whatever the case may be, a child should not cost you $1,800 a month.
I'll say, if it's about the child, even if it is $1,800 a month, that's fine with me. I don't care about that. If it's for the child, if all the expenses that we tied into what you're saying, the child is going to need, because, man, I know, man, daycare high, food high, gas high, everything is high as far as taking care of the kids now, to what shit. It might get a little expensive if they at a certain age to what now they in sports, you know what I'm saying? Or you taking them to camp, you doing woo. Stuff get real expensive. So $900 might be right, but if it's for the child, it's for the child. But my take on it is,
if that, and let me just add this, if that non-residential parent is not active and doesn't share the parenting time with that child, of course you might consider, okay, like, I need a little more money here and there. But if that other parent is active in that child, that means they're sharing time with you.
Right.
So you're getting the child support, but you're not taking into account what
I got a lot of stories on this stuff, man. And I ain't no child support, but I got a lot of partners that is, brothers and all that type of stuff.
But you're not taking into account what expenses they're occurring when they're with them. So for an example, if you have a parent who has their child with them most of the year because they in school and they go to school and they live with that parent most of the time. School, unless it's daycare, is free. Okay?
Right.
So you're not paying for school. But if you consider them coming to daddy or mama's in the summertime, they have to pay for child support in order for that child to go to work. And they
still paying child support while
and they're still paying child support.
I say I got a story on that too. You know, like I got a homeboy who take his kids during the holiday seasons or whatever, summertime, whenever the breaks is, he get the kid. And you know, shit, he ain't got the most expensive job, whatever the case may be, and they hitting him arm and a leg. So he like, well, when I'm got the child with me during these times, is it okay that I get the card? Cause you know the money go on the card. She like, nah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? She take a trip. She
that's
having fun
point.
with the money then.
I feel like as much when the court decides that this is how much it would cost to take care of this child.
Right.
Because of both parents' salaries, that's what you need to live within.
Well, can we agree to something though? The system is messed up.
The system can be
child support system messed up. It's not for me. I don't give a damn. You can go in there and plead your case, top to bottom, A, B, and C about what you got going on, what you do, A, B, and C. The woman is usually 90% of the time is gonna get still rewarded with child support, regardless of what you're doing.
Right.
It's like these athletes, these movie stars, whatever the case may be. No way in hell these dudes should be paying $50,000 a month. For child support for a newborn baby. I'm giving you $50,000 a month.
Yes, but that, like I said, that's based on both people's salary. I don't agree.
They don't
with
have
it.
a salary.
I don't exactly.
They the wives or girlfriends or whatever of athletes and rappers. They don't have a salary.
So that's what I mean. Both people's salary, whether it's $0 and $10 million, they take both people's salary and they take percentages, or they consider what type of lifestyle this child will have if they were living with them, and they obligate that to that person. I do not agree with it, but
I don't agree.
I think that if men really took time to take care of their business, they could get some justice. I think a lot of
times.
What
you mean by that? Break it down.
I think a lot of
for
times,
the men that's taking care of their business is still on child support.
Let me
break it
finish.
Down. Break it down.
I think a lot of times in the beginning, men tend to not want to create drama or keep the drama up. So they keep just letting it roll off. Instead of, you know, you're not about to marry this woman. You know, you're not about to be with this woman. You know, it's going to be a situation. Go to the courthouse and put child support on yourself. You know, it's coming.
I just talked to my partner about that. They say it's still 20% though. Regardless if you put it on yourself or not, you still gonna have to pay the 20%
But you're
child
not
support.
allowing her to dictate who is asking for the support. They take that into consideration. Like so for an example, it's a lot of envious women out here.
Oh no.
Okay. And so when you don't give them what they want, whether it's a relationship or whatever the case may be,
right.
Of course, there's all types of manipulation, competition, like all kinds of things that they do to manipulate you. And one of them is like, oh, I'm going to file child support on him, but I'm going to file it in a way that the courts believe that he's an absent parent. And the way that they do that is they put down that they don't know where you live at. They don't know your phone number because you abandoned the child.
And they got all the information.
Yeah, so they will file that you have abandoned your child in order to paint a picture in the court system that you're not supporting your child. When in reality, there are a lot of men who are supporting their child, whether physically or already sending them money. They just feel the need to ask for more. And in some cases, they do need more, but...
Right. I think everybody need more, especially inflation is going on. I think anybody that can use some help need to get some help, but I think it's a way about going about it. especially if the child father is active in his life. You know what I'm saying? If you have an active father in your child life from birth, you kind of already know the guy you're dealing with.
Yep.
You know, before you have a baby with him, but y'all still have these babies and y'all get mad when the niggas ain't shit, but you know he want shit because he want to take care of his other kids.
Okay,
you still
go
had a
off
baby
then.
with him. Like, don't do that. Then you think, well, I'm the one. He gonna take care of my kid because woo. Then you have a baby and the nigga disappear. So them the niggas that need child support. But the niggas that's out here and taking care of their kids, I don't think they need to be on child support because the woman always lose at the end.
That's true.
Right?
There are a lot of situations where a man is already taken care of, whether it's parenting time, sending her money, paying for other things, everything she asked for, and then she gets greedy and she goes to the court system, ask and put them on child support, and they end up getting a lot less. And then what happened?
They lose. They not the nigga just he don't wanna pay for nothing extra. You can't call him in the middle of the month and say, oh, he about to start this basketball camp. Can you send $75 for his practice? He'd be like, well, nah, because I was taking care of that before you put me on child support. So now I'm just going to give you what these people told me to give you. So you live with the results. Because you probably was getting $1,200 with both of y'all as far as taking care of the kid. But now you want to put me on child support. Just take this little 8, this little 9, this extra $300, $400 that I have for you. I ain't got it no more. I'm gonna put that back in my pocket because now I feel played as a man. A lot of men feel played that take care of their kids and women do them like that. So I just wanted to say that. And I ain't, not me, but I'm just talking about me. I got a lot of homeboys and brothers and stuff that's on child support and they take care of their kids. So I be feeling like it's fucked up. But y'all go ahead. But the nigga say, carry on.
All right, Reese.
Yeah.
No, but on for real, like I do think there's a lot of emotions that's involved. I think as long as people are willing to work together and co-parent and communicate through situations, I feel like people will, like, if you're willing to and you're not holding on to the past, you're not holding on to some type of emotional manipulation or whatever.
Right.
I feel like there's always a silver lining where y'all can come to an agreement. But if one of y'all are too emotionally involved,
it's always a bad situation,
it's gonna
man.
end up being bad.
Even men though, men are spiteful. They do things to.
This is not gender.
Right. They do
based.
things to get put on child support.
They absolutely do. If they're absent,
right.
if they not contributing, like I get that. Right. And I 100% support that. But child support is not for people who are actively involved in.
But let me tell you what I still don't agree with, because I'm a talk to some of the women that, did put a man on child support that's active in his kid life. Men, because you get put on child support and you active in your kid life, that don't mean you should be absent. That don't mean you should stop doing what you was doing.
Active,
that don't mean you should lose that relationship that you had with that kid, because a lot of these kids still need their fathers growing up in America. Right. Especially if they black kid, black boys, black girls, whatever the case may be. A lot of girls, they got that daddy love. That's their first love. So I don't want men to stop, because I know men too. And nigga, you watch it. I know men that stopped being active in their kids' life because they was put on child support. And that don't sit well with me, because I know the kid need a father. I grew up with my daddy, and I couldn't imagine a life growing up without my daddy around. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be gay though, but I just know my life would be.
Where did this go? Where did this go? Where did this go?
Nah, I'm just saying. It is that month though, so I mess with y'all too. My bad. Go ahead.
No, but on the serious note, like I feel like if everybody took the emotions out of it and thought reasonable, right, and with the child at the center of what's best, things can go a lot smoother, and you could literally get anything and everything that you need for that child. But because there's always a competition, there's like pulling each direction, there's egos, there's all types of unresolved feelings and all of that. That's what makes life hard. And why, if you don't need it.
But even with that woman that we were talking about earlier, where the daddy brought the McDonald's, nigga don't want to deal with that shit.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they don't.
He might be on child support. He might be doing whatever he got to do, but he's still trying to be active in that kid life. But if I know if I'm going to come to this goddamn door, you trying to record me, you trying to put me on blast for taking care of my kid, I don't want to come around that shit.
But I understand. But that's what goes back to me saying men have to still take care of their responsibility. Like they have to take care of their business, the business side of things. I know y'all don't want to deal with that. But at the end of the day, all she gonna do is use that as a reason why he not coming around. He not doing what he's supposed to do.
That's what
because
we did
you
get
know
into.
that's the type of person you're dealing with.
You keep saying business, but can you educate them a little bit when you talk about what's the business side of it that they might not know what you're talking about?
So for an example, like if you know that you're not going to be with that person, go put yourself on child support. Hire a lawyer. Don't let these things dwindle or like linger, because at the end of the day, you know it's coming. Yes, some minimal, like it's a minimal amount of people that are able to co-parent without involving the courts. But 9 times out of 10, it's not going to happen. Even if for the first 4 years, that child, you wasn't on child support. If they see you happy,
right,
or spending money on something else,
right,
or, whatever the case may be, some people are going to get greedy, especially if you know what type of person you're dealing with. So they're going to ask for child support, and they're going to do it in a way that's going to benefit them instead of the child.
I just think like this too. If you know you got a crazy baby mama and you know that she greedy, and you know that whatever's the case be, she going to always come at you for extra, quit flaunting on the internet, man. Quit putting your money on there. Quit putting your car. I ain't saying you ain't supposed to be yourself or be happy or still do you, but when you got somebody eating at your pocket, man, you kind of want to watch how you move a little bit so they can still
move
be
smart.
Yeah, so they can be in the blind.
But at the same time, that doesn't mean you can't be happy, because that is a character flaw of them, not you. That's not a reflection of you. So you have to still don't flaunt, because for one, that shit ain't cool. Like it's super whack. But at the same time, but what you can do is make sure that you see through to handling the business part of it.
Nigga be online 5 racks, 10 racks.
Get
his
you
baby
a
mama call and he be like,
place,
I ain't got no money. Nah, nigga, you just put 10 racks on the internet. What you mean you ain't got no money? So yeah, you got a little bit of something. You been on the internet like this. You jumping out of your
forgetting that these
out in your Dior G's
non-residential parents have to live too. And I understand that they have a responsibility to y'all's child that y'all share. But just like you want your money for yourself, the stuff that's not going to that child, he does too. So just be considerate. That's really what it's all about.
Everybody, man, I'm like Puff Daddy, man. Just love. You know what I'm saying? Spread love. You know what I'm saying? Get the kids love. Love yourself. Love the next. You know what I'm saying? It should be no hate in the world, man. That's why we're going through so much in 2022. It's a lot of hate in the world. Quit hating on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You hating on your child when you put them through that shit. So quit hating on people.
Yeah. So, you just make it harder for the child. If y'all not cohesive, y'all don't have a cohesive parenting relationship.
I think I'm about to start being a preacher. I'm gonna be a preacher.
You gonna be a preacher? Because you was going off a little bit. Yeah, what was that other thing that you sent me?
Reverend Boogie, what they gonna call me? Reverend Boogie. Let me tell you something. I need everybody to come to the front. Let me go play it. Let me see. What's the other one?
The other one you talked about.
I sent the clip of the lady. It was on Spiritual World. Shout out to Spiritual World, because I get a lot of content from y'all, man. Maybe y'all can put me on y'all page one day, because I just shouted y'all out. So, I'll be DMing y'all this clip. But anyway, she was online saying that, she was on a podcast herself. And she was saying that she not going to tell her friend if her man is cheating on her, and she know. If she see her man cheating, that's none of her business to come back and tell her. So I don't know what you think about that. I don't know if you'll tell your friends.
But I think there was also a caveat to that said.
I don't know what caveat means.
Sorry.
I'm a hood.
There's another part to that.
Yeah,
that said that even if she's dealing with a man or talking to a man.
I thought she was talking about a drink. Go ahead.
Caveat.
That bitch sound good. Caveat. Go ahead.
Hey, that might be a good.
Right. Reese Special. Get that caveat.
Caviar. Anyway, but there's another part to that she said that if she was dealing with a man,
right,
who she was just like dating, having fun with, and he had a girl or a wife, that's not her business either.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, why would that be her business if she had a man in one time and whoever the girl cheated on him or cheated with, like, they didn't think it was their business, so why should she?
Right.
And I have one thing to say about this.
I need you to have two, but go ahead with the first.
Okay. The first thing is some people need therapy and not microphones. Because she clearly is still hurt. She from stood that up situation.
She stood up. She was mad.
Right. Like,
big mad.
She clearly is still frustrated, still she is still traumatized.
Yeah, traumatized.
With
I knew she was traumatized.
with that past situation, and it's even influencing how she behaves in other situations. At no point in time now, granted, I don't think people own people. However, there's a respect that you have to have for your friends and for yourself to say, like, why would I settle?
I'm gonna tell you what she don't got.
Be a side chick, and I know
what she don't got.
What?
Shit, friends after watching that clip.
Right.
Fuck you mean you ain't come tell me what you didn't see, and we friends, and her friend probably look at that like, nah, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you trying to fuck with my man? Because now you telling me you fuck with married men, and you ain't worried about what they wife or girlfriend gotta say. And then what man
is gonna take her seriously?
Oh, it's a lie.
It's somebody that will mess with.
She ain't running her mouth.
Huh?
She not running her mouth. There's a lot of men out here that...
No, I'm talking about take her seriously.
No, like, nobody gonna take her serious.
Who would want to be in a relationship with somebody with those type of values?
After saying what she wants to say, I don't think she even a serious relationship type of person.
But that's because I think that, so deep diving, that's just the deep diver in me.
Mental part and all that.
Right. Like, I think those type of people put up a facade thinking that they don't want something real because they're comfortable in not trusting people, not getting hurt, not having expectations for people. So they roll it off to say, oh, I don't want a relationship. I'm just having fun. When they know that that's temporary and they really do want something, they just passing it off to mean that, like they not studying it. Like they not worried about it.
I studied.
But clearly it comes out, even if you try to put up that facade, it comes out in situations like this, and everybody saw it.
Let me get a little deep too, since you want to get deep. I studied that type of stuff a lot, and a lot of those folks that come from childhood, that come from abandonment,
big ass cook.
That come from abandonment. That come from situations, not having a father, not having a mother, whatever the case may be, to where they feel like all they want to do is worry about themselves. I can't worry about what everybody else got going on, because when I did that, I was hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of that comes from deep down inside, because no real person is saying that.
Every human wants to be loved.
Right.
I don't care what nobody's saying. And
I'm just saying, as far as not telling something. Yeah. Well, let me tell you, me.
But that comes from being hurt.
I'm a cordial guy with everybody that I'm around. I make friends with everybody. I'm loyal to my friends, but I never walked up to nobody. Well, I did once. I told my partner that I think his wife is cheating on him, right?
Okay.
This nigga tell me I'm tripping, I'm lying.
You did your part as a friend.
I'm A, B, C. So I never did that again with nobody else. I can throw hints out there now. I can be like, hey, boy, I see you girl like last
night.
But
to say that that's just not your business,
right?
It's
my business, because I be with my boys or my people, so I don't really want to see that girl out here wilding. You know what I'm saying? Just being no freak in the club. Or just
now, do you still hold your boy accountable when he's trying to do the same thing?
No, I don't. I'm just being honest. I don't. Cause I think my loyalty lies to him. Like, what would I run back to his wife and say? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying what would I run back to his girlfriend and say? Like,
I'm not saying you gotta run back to them. I'm saying holding them accountable.
As far as
like,
talking to women in the club?
How you? Not talking to them. But if you saw your man, your homeboy wilding, knowing that he got a girl at home,
black men don't cheat. That's it. Like, black men don't cheat. Don't none of my friends cheat. So black men don't cheat. Shout out to all the black men out there that don't cheat, man. I'm riding with you.
Would you do some of the same stuff that you do in the presence of your girl?
I have. I'd be like, you tripping, you wild, you drunk. You know what I'm saying? Blaming on nigga being drunk all the time. Man, you drunk, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? You really can't tell a nigga how to act. Everybody grown.
You don't have to tell them, but be like, yo, like,
I'll be like, you wildin'.
just chill.
Yeah,
you wildin'.
Yeah, you wildin'.
That's kind of an accountability for y'all. Because y'all be trying not to
but I ain't gonna be like, bro, quit fucking talking to her. Why you letting her dance on you? Why you got her number? You know, baby at home. I'm not doing none of that. Like, bro, you
But
wild.
what if they pull somebody's number and you know, like, they drunk and they, like, hitting them up, like, hey, where you at?
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Would you whisper to him and be, this your friend and you want the best for him and you know he loves his girl. You know that girl is the best for him. Wouldn't, like, why not nudge him?
I wouldn't say I wouldn't or I would, because I think I done it all. Mm-hmm. You know, I think I done played every role that I can play as a friend, as a homeboy, whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, everybody gonna do what they want to do.
Yes, but it helps to have people around you that's gonna support you for the best of you. So
I don't think you can help a cheater is pulling their phone out their hand and putting that bitch in your pocket while you hanging with them all night.
Yes,
because a nigga gonna find a way to cheat. I don't give a damn. You take his phone, nigga gonna get a napkin from the bar, old school style, and buy, drink it, write the number down there. Nigga gonna find a way. A cheater is a cheater.
Okay, so if you notice him, and I like that idea of taking his phone from him.
No, don't like that. I was just talking.
No, but you should.
I'm not taking none of y'all phone.
Like, if you know he hitting up and be like, yo, I'ma holler at you, have a good night. Make sure you think twice about the things that you do tonight. Right. And then you can holler. But that's at least supporting him and telling him, like, nigga, think twice about what you about to do because of what you got at home. It's ways to do that and not feel like you all like.
I think we all take care of each other. We all take care of each other. The pack of friends I got, though. I can't speak for all men and they friendships and they bonds, because shit, I think it's a pack of men. It might be 5 guys in the group and shit, all of them cheating. You know what I'm saying? True. So they say birds of a feather flock together. So I think you all around, you know, your company that you are. So, you know, I think I'm all right with the people that's around me. But I still think old girl tripping, man.
Yeah, she hurt and she tripping. And like I said, some
people.
Well,
what about you though? I need to know this though. If you seen Tia boyfriend out there cheating, and would you run back and tell Tia?
I would say, Tia, this is what I saw. And I give her that information and let her make a determination on what she feels like is happening. But I've done my due diligence as a friend
to let her know.
To let her know what I saw.
A lot of women ain't leaving though.
It don't matter what you do. I still gonna support you as a friend, but don't say I ain't never tell you.
They're gonna say I was drunk, I was tripping, man. My bad. Woo. The chick she gonna be mad for a day or two. She gonna come back. And they gonna be sitting there in the house together, in the bed together, like ain't nothing happened. Next time you see them out, all you gonna do now, you gonna feel like that's like damn, like bitch, I done told you what's going on. And yeah. So all the friend dudes look crazy at the end of the day, because if that girl in love or the situation is what it is, they not going nowhere.
They might not, but I'm gonna do my due diligence as a friend.
So would you do it 2 times?
No.
Let's say you told her
after one time,
right?
And I share with you what I see,
right?
Unless she asks me to, I'm not getting into that,
right?
Like if you see him, if she come to me and say, if you see him out because he told me he was gonna be at home today, but if you just so happen to see him out, not go look for him because I ain't doing nobody dirty work. But if I happen to see him out, I'll be like, yeah, girl, he here. And that's it. Like I ain't putting no opinions, no nothing.
Not he over here in the corner talking to somebody, no none of that. Just let you know where he at.
So if you my girl's man, just know if I see you,
nigga in a safe place.
No, I'm telling, because that's my friend.
Yeah, I just feel like it becomes an issue in the relationship with your friends.
It shouldn't.
It will. Like I'm telling you, if you tell them once, you might told them twice.
Nope.
And then a year later, they still with the same guy, but you know what type of guy he is because you done seen it. She ain't seen it.
Yep.
Because he ain't showed no signs in front of her. So now you and her gonna have friction because now you feeling like I don't even want to be around that energy because I don't like.
Nope.
Right.
Whatever decision that she makes, I'm gonna support her with. Like if I tell you one time that I saw your man doing XYZ and you don't do anything about it, you stick with him. That's what you decide to do, and that's that's what we're gonna do. Now, your man might have an issue with me if you've already told him, right? Like if you've already told him that I'm the one that told
he not giving you no energy.
Why would you reveal your source anyway?
He not giving you no energy but this,
and that's fine.
That's it.
As long as he knows where my loyalty lies.
And then I'm gonna tell you another thing too. They gonna start drifting off from your invites. She gonna be saying, "Yeah, KP invited me to such and such," and he gonna be like, "No, I don't think we should go there, man. I ain't fucking with that."
But a real man, what he would do is accept what he did wrong.
Nah, niggas, a real man out there? They all real men.
No, it's not.
Niggas ain't dealing with a snitch though. I'm gonna tell you that now.
What is a snitch?
No, I'm telling you, they looked at you as a person to tell on somebody. It ain't got nothing to do with their business.
Is it facts or no? It is my business because that's my friend.
It ain't your business though.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because it's your friend.
And business. I want if you truly want the best for your child, you're right.
It's your business for your friend, but at the end of the day, it's not your business.
It's my business.
So,
I'm not saying it's continuously my business. But I'm going to let my friend, a person, because my friends are the family that I've chosen. So if I know that I love this person this much and you are my friend, I want the absolute best for you. And if I see anything that impedes that, like that tells me that you can't have that or might be in danger of losing that, I'm going to tell you.
No, I agree. I'm the same way with my brothers, with my homeboy, whatever the case may be. I let them know a little bit something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go into detail about nothing. Hey, man, you need to watch the shit.
This is what I saw.
Hey, man,
I'm not making no assumptions.
I seen baby outside last night. You need to watch what's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like that. I ain't gonna be like, yeah, she a nigga face, man. Nigga rubbing on her ass. Like, I ain't that guy. But I'll be like, yeah, man, I seen baby out last night.
Yeah.
I hit nigga with the face like that. Yeah, it wasn't good. You know what I mean?
What kind of face?
Yeah. My nigga, run, pack your bags. You know what I'm saying? Nigga will pour champagne.
But I'm only telling them one time because the last time I told them, they didn't do nothing about it. Right. That's the only time I told my partner one
Unless
time. Unless she asked me specifically.
That was it. They got divorced years later, but that was it.
All right. So we talked about all of that.
Right.
Let's build a list of characteristics.
So it's like build a bear. I was about to say the other B word, but build
a list.
Build a list. Come on, let's go.
Build a list of characteristics that this has no gender, it's gender neutral, right?
Mm-hmm.
That people should avoid or pay attention to when they are choosing the parent for their child or future child. So I'm going to start with, if they show you that they're continuously envious or jealous,
mm-hmm.
Because
that's good.
They always talking about people. They always, right. Like they always involved with drama. Stay away from those people. I mean, you can have fun with them, but be smart. Like don't make them your baby daddy or your baby mama. Like, come on now. Right. On top of that they're inconsiderate of people that they claim to care about.
Right.
Like those type of people, if they are inconsiderate, like say for instance, you go to her house or she having a birthday party, right? And your best friend, her best friend is having a birthday party if it's a girl. She can like, oh, I'm going to just show up at 9:30 and it start at 7. And she knows that her best friend is waiting on her to get there to like roll out or whatever the case may be. Like that's supposed to be her best friend, right. And she's being inconsiderate of her birthday party. Like that's, come on, y'all. Like a lot of times.
And then when she get there, she gonna sit in the corner.
Right. Or act like she
like, oh, you got them other bitches here.
Right. Like girl, those are characteristics.
Girl, them your friends over there.
Those are really characteristics.
I've been around all that before. Yeah.
People, exactly. But I think a lot of times men or women, they rely on like, oh, she wasn't like this. He wasn't like this when, we was dating before the baby. All that. Yes, they were. I guarantee you they were. You just decided that she was fun, she had good sex, or he had good sex, and you overlooked it for your convenience. And now he or she is a lifetime of headache.
Right.
Because you chose to overlook it.
What you got next?
They seek revenge or resort to pettiness in the times of disagreement. So if they always feel like they should one up you, right. Or they
somebody
need to get back at you if something happens.
Somebody one up. I don't even like that because they sleep with my partner.
That's a characteristic that you need to avoid.
Yeah, go ahead.
They create problems and offer no solutions or willingness to work through the issues. So, say for instance, for example, that McDonald's situation. That man, he thought he was doing the right thing.
Right.
Can we all agree on that?
Amen.
Right. So,
appreciate you,
if
brother.
you constantly belittling him like, oh, da 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 da, like you ain't shit. You brought one thing for one child and you ain't bringing. Right. She did that before. That camera before. That's a character flaw. But at the same time, you are creating a problem and not offering solutions. So that solution could have been, okay, I'm going to hold on to this. Or that child can come eat it with you in the car. Or I'm going to hold on to this, but can you do me a favor and just go get a $5 hot ready? You know, like that type of stuff is offering solutions instead of just dwelling on the problem. The other thing, if they are greedy, you know when somebody is greedy. You know when they never have enough, they never satisfied. You know when somebody greedy.
Man, you got a long ass list, god damn.
I do. It's 3 more.
I'm about to say, nigga can't have no characteristics around you.
No,
your list so long.
I think we can all agree.
And people got flaws, and you like you don't want nigga to have none.
But the key word is consistently. Right. Not saying like, oh, every once in a while they have character flaws. This is consistently, they're showing you exactly who they are. So the other one is they are ego-driven and impulsive, and they don't think things through, and they don't have no friends. Basically, like they
should talk to a nigga with no friends,
right? You don't have no friends.
This nigga play the video games all day.
You don't have no friends because you broke in all relationships because you always involved with drama, or you don't know how to resolve issues or whatever. The other one, they are entitled and horrible communicators, and they have previous multiple baby daddy, baby mamas, and they don't take care of them or they berate them. Like if they show you that they don't care about their previous baby mamas or baby daddies, why would you have another baby with them?
Right.
So that's my list. Do you have anything to add?
I think you put a lot of mine on there.
Do y'all have anything to add? I'm gonna ask y'all this. Like, repost this, remix this.
Shit.
I need to know if y'all have any characteristics that y'all want to add.
My biggest one though is jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Cause I can't stand when somebody is like just jealous of other women, jealous of other people. Cause I'm a guy that be outside a lot, so I know a lot of women. I'm around a lot of people. So if I try to bring you outside with me and you're already jealous because I got one hug, or somebody looked at me, or I'm talking to somebody crazy, like that's a big turn off.
Yeah.
For me. The other one is just not driven to have a better, life or whatever the case may be. Even if you are a person that got a good job or got money, but like is this the end goal? What are we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? So somebody that's not really ambitious as far as moving forward in life and stuff like that. Let me think, man. You nailed so many of them.
I mean, this is just characteristics, basic
characteristic flaw.
Yes, for people who, whether you are you're thinking about having a child with, whether it's you being married to them or you so in love, you think you in love, whatever the case may be, because a lot of times these broken homes are created because you having fun in the moment. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she's impulsive, she's funny. But then when that same impulsivity comes when y'all got a co-parent, it's an issue.
Hey, do characteristics got something to do with the way people dress? I think that's a thinking process. I think, though, you got to think about that shit. So,
what you mean?
I mean, somebody that can't fucking dress. Like, I hate somebody that can't dress. I'm talking about like.
I feel like that's very minimal to the people that you are trying to.
No, because when I come pick you up and we gotta go outside together, that's part of your character.
So let me tell you this. What if she is the absolute best person and she can't dress?
Can't dress, she gone. I don't give a fuck. I got to get to that point first. No, man.
Can y'all bleep that out? Like, I don't know.
No, don't bleep out nothing. We good. I'm talking about nothing.
But that can change. You can step her game up.
Man, I didn't turn.
What if she is the absolute
turned
best
off
person?
At this point.
But you can turn back on.
Hell no. I'm done. When I mentally check out,
her game up.
I mentally checked. She done.
Oh my gosh. We talking about characteristics of mothers and wives, and he talking about they'll get dressed. Lord.
You got baby. I don't want my baby dressing like that. The fuck? I leave with you for a weekend, pick that nigga up. He I'm good, baby. That part of your goddamn character flaw.
Oh my God.
Nigga ain't teach you how to dress early and like we done.
All right.
Now we good, man. This is a tip episode.
This is our season finale, y'all. Like, keep locking it in with us. We got some more stuff, some big things coming, especially for season 2.
Season 2. We should be picking back up. I don't want to put a time frame on it, but I'm thinking like in a month and a half or so. You know, to kick off what's next? Fall.
Next fall.
Yeah,
we're gonna start with a live banger, a live premiere. So
fall,
make sure y'all follow us, subscribe.
It's summertime. I want to wear my hoochie daddy shorts. I want to get outside. You know what I'm saying? Have some fun. Rub my
I have
hair.
a lot of things to
I'm
plan.
growing my hair out. You see me, baby? Yeah, I'm trying to do that this fall. I mean, this summer. So go ahead.
So basically, he wants the thought. We just have other life priorities, I guess. I don't know. But that's not to say that y'all not a priority for us. We will pick back up and make sure y'all follow us, subscribe so that y'all can stay in tune with our live premiere for season 2. The moral of this show was choose wisely with baby mamas and baby daddies, right? What?
Pay your child support.
Pay your child support, but also don't be envious. If that person is doing what they supposed to do, let stuff be.
Don't have a long list of flaws because everybody got some.
Not a long list of flaws, but pay attention to those characteristics that can show you who they will be when adversity hits. So.
And this is the Unexpected Podcast because you never know what you're going to get. We out of here, baby. Season 2 on the way.